Hi folks, this is a video to reintroduce myself for those of you who don't know a lot about me, and there are a series of questions that I'm going to answer that it was suggested we used for this. I can't remember who by, I'm sorry. I'm smoking my Cobbett of the Shire Cobbett. It's one of my favourite pipes to smoke, and it's Tuesday, so Corn Cob Tuesday. And in it I've got some Dunhill Durbar mix. I just want to do a couple of shout-outs before we get too far in. One's to Dana Whitfield, and I'll put a link down in the bottom of the video. And the other is to Mod Piper, who's got 100 sub giveaway going. Dana is a fairly new person, I think, on the community, but go and check him out. Right. Where am I from? Well, I'm from England. At the moment I'm living in Newcastle, but I was born in Norfolk on the east coast. My mother had me before she married my stepfather, so I know very little about my background at all. She wouldn't say anything, said it wasn't any of my business, which is, you know, ridiculous, but there we are. What's my family situation? Well, both my parents have died. Married to Carolyn, who's suffering a fair amount of disability, and I've got two children. One's Wharf Valley boy, Tim, and the other is Rebecca, my daughter. And I had another daughter, Michaela, who died shortly after birth during an operation. I've smoked a pipe since about May or June of last year, I think. So I'm a fairly new smoker. As for how many pipes I've got in my collection, I think about 20 or 30, although a lot of those are estate pipes that need cleaning and upgrading. I've got some Peterson pipes, some Savinelli, and so on. My favourite is an urchin pipe. Looks like a sea urchin. And that's a really nice pipe. My favourite pipe, I'll just go and get it. Sorry, I should have got that before. Is the urchin pipe. It really is a super pipe. It was made by Northern Briars. I bought it at the Nottingham Pipe Fair, and it just feels beautiful in the hand, smokes like a dream. And what are my favourite 2 or 3 tobaccos? Wow, that's a difficult one. I love Balkans and English blends. My favourite at the moment, I think, are 2 own blends from Danish Tobacco Company, Danish Pipe Shop. They're both Sobrani copies. One's the a copy of the White Tin, and the other's a copy of the 759 blend, one of the earlier blends. Sorry, I'm just going to light up again. The music playing in the background is a shaker music, just in case you're wondering. What prompted me to start making videos was my son. He was very influential in my starting smoking. I'm 68 now, and it's a bit late to start smoking, but I thought, why not? Making videos is not too bad for me now. At first I was very nervous and very unsure of myself, but the community is so nice and so helpful in their response that I urge anybody who hasn't yet made a video to make one. Just leap in. You'll gain the experience as you do it, and it will become a pleasure to do it. I do smoke cigars, but not very often, and I haven't got a favourite cigar. I use Twitter, but that's mainly for my political feed. I use Facebook, and I'm a member of various pipe communities on that. I'm not too good on things like Voxer and those kind of things, and Pinterest or whatever. I find them difficult. I find it difficult to talk to people on the phone or online. Very much they have to make the first move. That's due to constantly being told by my mother that nobody would want to hear from me. I watch quite a few videos on my cell phone. I have an iPhone, so if anybody wants to sort of catch me up on iPhone, they're quite welcome to do that on, and I tend to use one of the video things on there and talk. Other than pipe videos, what do I watch? Well, not a lot, because there are so many pipe videos. But there's a secular poster who I like. There are various hunting videos that I occasionally watch. And I want to watch some videos on how to use one of the video editing programs that I've got, so that I can edit my videos rather than begin at the beginning and end at the end, and anything that happens in the middle stays. One of the things I really want to say is how much I enjoy pipe smoking and how much I enjoy life at the moment. It's really good. And I'm going to end there, but that gives you an overview of who I am. I mean, I suppose I should say what work I did. I used to originally work in tailors' shops, and then in heavy industry. I was in a paper mill for quite a long time as a stack man. That meant that I pushed 2 to 4 ton rolls of paper around on a bogie. And then I was a machine man on a cutting machine. And then I worked at a garden centre for a few years before I entered theological college and was ordained as an Episcopalian minister in the Church of England. After a massive breakdown, I left the church and do not really have a faith in God, an active faith in God, although you could never forget your religious upbringing and your religious background. And after my breakdown, I had to retire due to ill health. And that's my state now that I'm retired. I run a writers group, which I enjoy. And that's about it. But if anybody wants to know any more, put questions below and I'll try and answer them. Now, may you be richly blessed, and may your God always be with you.